What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to What You Heard Reviews.
Welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute since we did a review.
It has been, man. We've been so focused on our podcast, which you guys need to go check out. If you haven't, please go check that out.
Check out the latest podcast.
Oh, man.
And look for the new ones coming. We got some great things coming to you guys in the future.
I can't wait.
We got some fire reviews coming to you in the future.
Yes, we do.
We're back at it.
We're back.
We're back at it.
Yep.
We've had some personal things that we've had to deal with, but we are back on the grind. Just give us a little minute, man. We got shit going on.
Right.
We got real life out here.
That's real life stuff.
We got real life stuff happening right now.
But we back, and today we have
a special one. We got her. H.E.R. Brand new album.
Brand new album, man.
Back of My Mind.
All right, let's not waste any time because there's 24 tracks on here.
We can't waste any time, but this is highly anticipated album coming from her.
Yes.
We've been waiting on this.
Yeah, we've been
waiting.
The
people have been waiting on this.
Yeah, let's get it.
So in the back of my mind, we need to start this review.
All right, let's do it. Track number 1, We Made It.
We made it.
Man, I can't do no justice, man. Can't do no justice, man.
If you're gonna start off an album, this is the way to do it.
This song is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Dude. It's a great great song.
Fire.
I will say this, dude. Just straight off the bat, because is her vocals. Every single song, even if we have a problem with the song, I have no problems with her vocals.
Not at all.
Not one bit. I think she's obviously one of the best R&B singers out there today.
Yeah.
You know, climbing that ladder. Doing her thing, and it's
pun
nice,
intended.
And it's just awesome. I love her, and I love her music. So
yeah,
great way to start off this project, this album. Love it, dude. I think it's fantastic.
I love it. Yeah, great song. Talking about basically going through relationship stuff, and now we here, we good, we made it. Right. Now we get to the next track, Back of My Mind, the title track off the album. I love where it's placed, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. For me personally, you can't go wrong with the Ty Dolla $ign feature.
Yeah. Okay.
For me personally.
Yeah.
I love the song. I think the way it's constructed, I actually love her duets for most of the album.
Yeah.
Her duets come out really well on this album, and this one kind of starts off her whole duet thing that she does throughout the album. Ty Dolla $ign delivers. The back and forth is great towards the end of the song. I love this song.
This song is good. It's a good song. It is. I'm gonna save to the end what I think about a lot of different things.
Right. I think we're both on the same page.
Yeah. So I do. I do like this song. I do like where it's placed.
Love where it's placed.
And then number 3, we have Trauma featuring Corday.
One of our favorites.
I have a lot to say, man. Like, this song is phenomenal.
Go ahead.
This is my favorite feature on the album.
The floor is yours.
It's my favorite feature on the album. This honestly could be a Corday on Corday's new album, because it even starts with Corday spitting some bars, right? Okay.
Fire.
Plus, Hit Boy producing this.
Produced by Hit Boy.
Fire. Now, song, fantastic. I didn't know I wanted a Her and a Corday full out, bro. Wouldn't you want?
I wouldn't be mad at a full Corday,
like an 8-9 song, dude. Album,
little LP, small LP, 8-9 of the things. Even an EP, even a small, just a little EP.
But
would be fire.
Their pairing is so good.
Yeah.
I think you have two of the hardest, arguably hottest, like on top of their game artists.
Definitely ascending.
R&B.
Definitely ascending.
Yes.
Ascending. Definitely on their way. Corday has rebranded himself, got away from the YBN, which we talked about in our past reviews of his albums and his music. And he's becoming. Give him 5 years. Give him 5 years, and this guy will be like, oh, he's talked about with the J, and maybe even shorter than that, but he's talked about with the J. Coles. He's talked about with the legends because he's different.
Yeah.
And he's fire. And then H.E.R. is just, she's ascending as well.
Yeah. I don't want to spend too much more time on this, but it's just a fantastic song. Again, my favorite feature on this album is this.
So then we get into the next one, Damage.
I like this song, dude. This song is fire, dude.
This song is fire.
It's really good, dude.
This song is fire. The song is fire.
Oh, man.
It keeps it going. Nice transition to the first 3 songs where you have We Made It, Back in My Mind, more kind of popular type of music.
Yeah.
Trauma, not so much, but it's still got the vibe, and it's got Corday.
Right.
This one's more, I wouldn't say all the way ballady, but a little bit slower, a little bit different, just a different vibe to the first 3.
Right.
Gives it a little change.
What's crazy and we'll get deeper into this, but the beginning of this album really sets it off.
Yeah.
Like the way you think it's going to go. And then it kind of takes turns for me.
It takes a lot of turns.
And then you're like, I'm not sure I care about all this.
It's definitely up a windy road. Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all that.
Then after that, next is Find a Way with Lil Baby.
Yep.
Okay. This song's all right, man.
It's okay.
I get the whole trying to sound new. That new sound, right? And it's not really a new sound anymore. It's been around for a minute, right?
Trying to have the popular sound, which H.E.R. hasn't really had on her past albums. She's more stuck to kind of her swag.
And I'm not really sure that it fits too well for me, personally.
I don't think so. And I'll say this, coming off the first 3 tracks and then Damage, which was more kind of, her tempo. This one was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. I don't know if it fits in this spot. It may fit in a later spot, but in this spot, it doesn't fit right off of Damage. It's like, okay, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, right? I'm with you.
It just feels like it feels very mainstreamy.
It does, and
mainstream,
and it's like
catching a wave.
Yeah, trying to grab at something, and it's like I'm not sure that works too well.
Straight up,
and then after that we have
Bloody Waters.
Bloody Waters, dude.
This one, I was like, okay, here we go.
This is my favorite track.
This is
it's close. Let me put it this way, man. I have about 3 on here that are just, to me, really fire.
Our go-tos.
Yeah. So the Corday one, Trauma, that would be one in the top 3 for me, and then Bloody Waters is another one. That's in the music in this is fire.
Yo, the drums in this are crazy.
It has this old school sound to it.
Her vibe over the track is crazy.
Dude, it's just so.
Gonna bang it away.
But then what she's saying in it, too, some real stuff.
Bars.
Just fantastic, dude. It's so good.
Agreed.
So good. This is one of those ones.
This is top 3 on the album for sure for me.
Where you go back and I want to hear that one again.
Right.
I want to hear that one again.
That's definitely coming up.
This is a playlist song.
It's sure. It's definitely a playlist song.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Then we get to the next one. We get to Closer to Me, track number 7. This is another good song.
It's decent. Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of songs on here that are very, very good. Very good.
Yeah. Now we're talking about 24 tracks.
We'll dive into more of how we get more deep into placement and all that type of stuff. But this is a good song. I can't take anything away from it.
Right. I can't either.
Right?
I can't at all.
So let's get to the next one.
Song number 8, Come Through, featuring Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Tell me about this song.
Dude, I love this song.
Okay.
I love this song. It's obviously, when you have a Chris Brown, it's going to be a little bit more poppy. But I like it. I like, I love the flirtatiousness in the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The lighthearted flirtatiousness that goes on throughout the song. Again, a great duet. Like her duets, for the most part, over the album, is a great back and forth discussion. She's saying something, the next person's coming in and responding to what she's talking about.
Right.
And this is one of those ones. This is definitely a hit.
Yeah, it definitely can be, for sure.
This is a hit. This is one of those ones.
Yeah. For me personally, this is probably the weakest pairing of the two that I've heard. Now, they have, like, I want to say 3.
Okay.
As far as, like...
the weakest duet of those two.
Because they've done...
Of Chris Brown and her.
Yeah,
okay.
because they've done, like 3 or 4. I can't remember, all the names, and Chris Brown's been on... Or, I mean... H.E.R.'s been on Chris Brown's album,
right.
yada yada. They've done they've done work together.
Right.
To me personally, this is one of the weaker ones, and I think it's just because I have the other ones in the back of my head, and I was expecting more from it.
Okay.
And I think that's why it's not a bad song, though. It's just I was expecting something else, and every time I listen to it, I'm like, man, I don't know what it is. I just need a little bit something more from the song.
All right, yeah. I hear you.
So
it's a fire song.
It's a good song, but it definitely is one of those ones, though, that can.
It's one of those ones.
Like, they
it
put
stands
that
out
right
on
now,
the album.
If they put that out right now, people are going to eat it up, and they might be pushing it.
Already out. So then we get to the next one, My Own.
Okay, wait. I want to say something real quick.
Okay.
So, song number 8, 9, 10 are very similar to me.
8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, and 10. So this is where the blocks start coming into play for me.
Wait. So you're saying Come Through, My Own, and Lucky
have very similar tones to me. They have very similar beats to them. That there's a grouping here that is very similar to me.
Okay.
As far as music goes, Now the way she's singing,
I say My Own is a little bit different. I would agree with you with. Okay, let's get into it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm My Own. Again, so I'm hearing this and I get lost sometimes because there's so many songs on here.
There's a lot of songs,
and the groupings, the way they're grouped together, I feel like they need to be moved away from each other.
Okay.
Because they get lost with each other, because they're similar to each other.
I do agree with you that there is a lot of grouping throughout the album.
We'll get to the next grouping. But My Own is a great song. So is song number 10, which is Lucky.
Lucky's fire.
The
next two, bro.
Yeah.
My own is good, but My Own is very ballady though. It's very ballad. It's slow.
Yeah.
Lucky's a little bit more upbeat. I mean, it's not as upbeat, but it's not a full-on ballad. And then Cheat Code,
Code's different.
Cheat Code's totally different.
Cheat Code is, so now we're on song number 11, Cheat Code. Cheat Code is where...
I would say Come Through and Lucky are definitely similar, but My Own maybe...
I don't know, dude. I feel like the beats are very, very similar.
Okay.
They just very samey to me, but not... That's why this album gets lost.
I respect your opinion.
This album gets a little lost because then song number 11 starts Cheat Code.
Yeah, Cheat Code is fire.
It's fire.
Cheat Code is fire.
But this is where the guitars come in, right?
Cheat Code is kind of.
Right? So
we got Cheat Code. Cheat Code is fire. Then we get Mean It.
Yeah, song number 12.
Good. Mm-hmm. Then we get Paradise. Featuring Young Blue. This is the most skippable track on the album.
For sure.
This is very like mainstreamy. It's very mainstreamy.
Right.
With we're gonna try to do a little bit of some ballad in there. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't fit in this pocket.
Right.
Then we get to Process. Woo! And it picks right back up. It's oh my gosh, like, okay, here we go again. Uh-huh. Okay, now we're back in it. And I think to kind of get to a certain point, we're kind of like 2/3 through the album at this point. So I think there's this balance that's trying to happen.
Yes. I agree with that.
Her sticking to her roots, and then her saying, I'm here to be a megastar. And there's a little flirtation with both without committing to either one.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
And as we get on through this album, it'll be the same thing. It'll be like, I'm going to get back to my roots. And so Process is one of those ones that's really kind of back to her roots. This is same thing with Bloody Waters, back to her roots. Those are very her roots type of songs, right? So this one's fire. Process is fire.
Yeah, it's dope. And then we have 15, song number 15, Hold On.
This is the biggest part of the album where it's like there's 5 songs that I don't know which one is which.
I think,
and they're all fire. Like individually, they're, really good,
they're
fire, but to listen to them back,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Back. Yeah. This is the part of the album for me. I'm like, oh, and they're like ballads.
Yeah, you get.
It's ballads.
I feel like you just get lost in not necessarily in a really good way. You get lost in this album. Like, say you're driving down the road, you're like, where am I at? What song? You know, and obviously you look at your screen and see what's playing, and you're like, you get kind of lost in a sense. You know, you're like, where am I at? Like, where
all
is this?
Fire songs, bro?
Dude,
Hold On is fire.
I don't think there's really a trash song on here. Yeah, we had the most skippable one, song number 13, but again, it's not like it's terrible. You know, like there's nothing terrible on this particular album. So, anyways, yeah, and then we have Don't
is fire though. Don't is fire.
And Exhausted
ballad.
Yeah, and song number 8, Hard to Love, another one, and then For Anyone's
a little bit different, but it's still along that same line.
It's still catching that ballady wave right there.
And then it's like, boom.
We're gonna end the album with
I Can Have It All, DJ Khaled and Bryson Tiller, and then obviously one of her singles, Slide, featuring YG, which is a fire track.
Yeah.
And I hate to like that we didn't really break down some of these songs, but it's just something that you guys have to listen to because it's almost like they threw all the ballads, all the super ballady stuff towards the end.
Yeah.
So the slower, more R&B-ish type of songs, and I would have loved for her to sprinkle that in the beginning and in the middle, and then maybe save a Trauma for a little bit later.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe save that come through with Chris Brown a little bit later in the album. So it's because it's a more pop song, so you could put it behind a ballad and it would make sense. Even though it's a slower song, it's more pop. It's pop slow.
Yeah.
It's pop ballad. It's not and a lot of these are like true guitar.
Yeah.
Acoustic-y.
Very, very much so. And I want to break this down a little bit. So now we've talked about pretty much every song, and it's hard to talk about all these, but I want to say for sure this can be 2 albums. At least 3.
If not 3.
And you could take the features and make an album. You could take all the ballads, make it an album, and then take all the other ones and make it another album.
Right.
So coming into play is the name of the album. Back in My Mind.
Right.
And then you start thinking about that, and you start thinking about it as a project. Okay, Back in My Mind. Like, how do you think of Back in My Mind? Maybe it's a little scattered. Maybe it's this is the stuff I need to get out of my head. Like,
maybe it's this thought process, then this thought process, then this thought process. And that's how this album was constructed.
Right. And so you asked me a question off camera, and you said, do you think they did it on purpose? And I didn't answer you.
Okay.
And I do think they did it on purpose.
Okay.
But I do not think it worked. Totally. I don't think it
in
totally
the sense of a project. Like, there's so many good songs by themselves on this album. If it was sprinkled differently, it would have worked perfectly.
I really think there's too many songs on here. I think a lot of stuff gets lost.
Agreed.
And you're like, wait, so what song am I listening to again? What song am I listening to again? And that's not really a good thing. And this album's like over an hour, right? It's I think it's like hour and 20 some minutes long. But it's people's attention spans really are not that, unless you're like on a road trip, like maybe you were, even if you're driving to and from work, it's going to take you 3 listens to get to the whole album.
Right.
Unless you work an hour and 20 minutes away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
So I think there's a lot of stuff that gets lost in here. And do I think it's a good album? Yes, and also no. Like there's this part of me that's like, this project kind of gets lost on me a little
because of the placement of
yes,
that. Okay.
And I wouldn't even know how to place all these, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be tough.
And that's why I say, man, cut it in half and make 2 different albums maybe. But again,
I'm with you.
So what do you, I don't know what you feel about the whole.
I agree. I think just the placement of the songs, and again, you're right. It is too long. It just put it out and then put out a deluxe version.
Right. Or just do it. I don't know, man. Just do another project, or I don't know. There's.
I don't know. I don't. We're not in the rooms. Like it's hard.
It's hard, but
I don't want to take anything away from the album because it's
either
good.
Because
it's good,
and I've really struggled with this, man. I really have struggled with this particular album.
Back part of the album where it's like slow after slow after slow after like the first half of the album is damn good.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Damn good. The second half, it's like ballad, slow, not ballad, but it's a ballad.
And then it ends off with a feature.
And when we gonna slide,
which is cool. I just don't know if that's again.
Should have been sprinkled a little bit differently. All right, let's get these scores, man. Let's get these scores. Who's going first?
Oh man, I don't know.
Do I gotta flip a coin? Let's flip a coin. Let's see what happens.
Shoot. Oh, here we go.
What you got?
I'll take tails.
You got tails?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. This is
here
real life right here.
Tails. Okay. Tails.
So
all right.
You're going first.
I'll go first.
Or you got the choice.
Oh,
tails. You got the choice.
Okay.
So it's your choice.
I'll go first.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll go first. I give this project, this album, an 8.5.
Wow.
And so
that actually surprised me based on your.
Okay, so but the thing is that there's nothing really bad on here.
You're right.
There's really nothing bad, but
can't knock it all the way down for the placement.
The placement is really tough to get over, though.
Right.
And there are, for me, about 2 tracks that I can really kind of gloss over.
Okay.
So there's, that's why the 8.5. It could have been a 10 if there was like 12 tracks on here.
Easy work.
But that's my score. 8.5.
All right. Well, easy work. I have it at an 8.
Okay.
I have it at an 8. And for much of the same reasons. And then, there's really one song on here that's mad skippable to me. Other than that, they're all pretty good. I just feel like towards the end of the album, I got to put it on shuffle. And that's the biggest thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many good... If you take every single track except for the one that I'm like, yeah, and that's just my personal preference, like, just what I like. If you take every single track by itself, they're all really, really good.
Right.
Really well written, really well produced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just every track by itself, but that first half of the project is really incredible. And then it's like, it just loses you.
Yeah, it does lose you. But they're good songs, man. So, that's why I kind of edged it a little bit higher. Because
they're really good songs.
To be quite honest with me, I had this a little bit lower, a lot lower.
Okay.
I had it about a 7.5, but I really had to really think about it. And
project wise, it makes sense.
Yeah. So,
as far as the title of the project, blah, blah, blah.
So anyways, 8.5. You guys let us know what you think about it.
Hey, we wrong.
Sometimes we're wrong, but I think we're mostly right.
We're mostly right.
What I'm saying?
I know I'm always right.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive.
And as always, bum ba da bum, bum ba da bum, bum bum ba da bum.
Peace.
Peace.